15-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Fight! 50, 50, 57 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Shoot!
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Aaron Donald on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check 24. 14. Check 3.
Now a give right side. Carson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Alert. 14. Switch.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds. Across the 30-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for, but I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Goff going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7. And make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
You better bring Mike 51, Mike 51.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Gordon on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hold on. Check.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get up. Check your hot read. Kill. Forward.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
51 to the Get off the field. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got 3 down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Good guys, 4 down. One flip. Hey, easy.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
We're going to run this with a tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Watch the crowd.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's caught, Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch it. Good job right there.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Good. Hey, alert. 41. Got it. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, 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 hey. 41 Mike.
Wilson.
Back to you.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. That is inches from the good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, right. Hey, kill. You got that right there. Hey, watch it. Protein spill. Undercrunch. Check.
So they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just... go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What? 380. 51, Mike, 51. Let's go. Check. 95.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Go, 14. 14, got it. Go.
51, Mike 51. In your face.
We got listen.
51, Mike 51.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Line 20. 54, Mike. Blue down. Value three.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Now this is an defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd and 5 now. Goff out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And it's 3rd and 5. How about the defensive effort from both in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check safety. Bang out. Bang. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Watch twist, watch the twist.
Check.
Hey, hey. Slam, slam, slam. Good job right there. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to the air. Wilson after the pick six. Steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. 12, 12.
This is Carson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continued.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
There.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
3rd and 2, now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 26, check 26. 40.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Left pass, left pass.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Y'all not ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down throw, gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude. You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most those 6 inches between the ears, but right now it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
12 yards and a 1st down, L.A. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Stay with 6-6. Pull it high. Check 6 down.
Throwing now. Goff. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Check 53. Come on, dude. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense.